So I, like anyone else, love movies. And in one of the movies that I love was Goldeneye by James Bond. That was actually how I was introduced personally to James Bond, the character. I wish before the 95 version of that movie, my parents would have, or my dad, I should say, would have encouraged me to watch them, but he didn't, and that's fine. I mean, after all, I was going to be, what was I, 95? 11. So I guess that's a good time to do James Bond. Anyway, point of this book is I'm reading Goldeneye, the novelization, this last week by John Gardner. And it's based on the screenplay. And let me tell you what. Again, I like the movie Hook and its novelization. Not all books are better than the movie. In fact, so what I like about the book, let's just go with that real quick, was that ultimately it was kind of a remembrance of the past, you know? Kind of how he describes it a little bit, or John Gardner describes it. And of course the movie comes back to mind in many cases. There's no real extra scenes in this book or anything like that. And what's worse to me is the characters in the movie, like the guy who plays Boris Krishenko, the I am invincible guy, or the Americans are slugheads line. Neither of those are in the book, you know, and unfortunately, you know, it doesn't mean the characters are bad. It just means that these actors and their line changes and stuff made the movie what it is. If they would have stuck with this exact lines, I think it would have been a very boring movie. You should read this book real quick, right? The Goldeneye book. Well, obviously fans of the movie, if you want a quick read and go back to the past, but also if you have comprehension issues like I do, right? This is something that I think the schools kind of did wrong, though I understand their whole read the book and then watch the movie so you can kind of form your own mindset on it. But if you're like me and you did struggle with reading comprehension, this might be a good book. You can go watch the movie and then read the book and kind of see how it was described in words, and did they do a good job. And ultimately I think they did do a good job, but it just doesn't come alive the same way as the movie does. That's my personal opinion. And so that's why I think that if you're going to read it, those are who would read Goldeneye. Obviously, this book came out in the 90s. You might be able to find a copy online pretty quick. I paid $2 for this in the clearance section, which is why I picked it up ultimately. But yeah, so if you wanna have a fun, good read, Goldeneye it is.